Good morning, YouTubers. How y'all doing this morning? I'm sorry I'm a day late. I was supposed to do the video yesterday. Got stuck at work, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, I'm here today. That's all that matters. First mode of business is to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I hit 50 subscribers. That really wasn't my plan at all. I just kind of I got so close. I'm like, maybe I can try to hit it before the end of the year. And I did. I'm super thankful. I think at this point, I'm probably just about at 2 months doing these videos. And so I think that is phenomenal. And I am super, super thankful and super grateful to each one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever contribution you've made to the channel thus far. I really wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. So, now having said that, we got the good news. It ain't good or bad, but the next thing I want to talk about, what I want to talk about is this last video that I released. It's kind of interesting. It's one of my highest viewed videos. It was called The Trauma Tax. And it's like really just learning how to get from under it, right? How to avoid the trauma tax, and how our wounds and things that we've dealt with in our lives, the traumatic events, how they cause us to pay a trauma tax. And so I wanted to kind of elaborate a little bit further, but interestingly enough, I'm still going to be talking about it, but I really want to talk about not worrying about dislikes. And the reason I want to talk about that is because this is the very first video that I got my first thumbs down. For the most part, basically everybody liked it, but you had that one person that did not like it. And I had to think to myself, why didn't they like it? It wasn't anything negative. I'm basically trying to get people set free. I'm trying to get your bank account set free. And I just really could not understand why they gave me a thumbs down. But I kind of realized that, oftentimes the reason that happens is because, unfortunately, there are some people that they like to be stuck. They like to stay in victimhood. They like to have pity parties. Have you ever seen these people that, everything on their timelines in social media, every post is something, woe is me. Oh, I'm in the hospital. Oh, this happened to me. And let me say this. I'm not saying if you want to share what you got going on, you want people to pray for you. Hey, I'm all for prayer. I'm a God-fearing woman. But every post don't have to be gloom and doom. But I feel like the reason that is the case is because some people, they get some sense of I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say satisfaction out of it. It's not about the satisfaction of the circumstance of what's happening to them. They get the satisfaction out of everybody doting over their problem, like, oh, it's gonna be okay. And I'm not saying if you do that every now and then, everybody has problems. But I'm talking about if every post that you do is that, then to me, it implies that you get some sense of satisfaction out of everybody, like I don't know how to explain it, but everybody like making a big fuss over what you're going through. And it's like, what you don't realize is that that is a trauma tax, right? So you can't get upset at people like that, right? And so I'm definitely not upset. I kind of feel like, excuse me, I kind of feel like, at the end of the day, that was one person. The other thing is, it's still engagement. So regardless, it doesn't matter. But I wanted to kind of use that as an example to say, once you start paying off the trauma tax, once you start getting the healing and getting the, whatever you need, you get the healing from the traumatic event. You start working on yourself, you start getting therapy or whatever you're going to do to heal, you are going to have people that are not going to root for you. And I think when you start having that, in all honesty, that is confirmation that what you're doing is indeed working. What you're doing is working, because you got to realize that the reason there are trauma bonds is because people, they bond over this. I've been through this, you've been through this, and we can sit together and piggyback off of each other, and oh my God, and we can just kind of feed off of each other. But in reality, you're not getting unstuck. You're basically two people together feeding off of each other and like basically going back down memory lane. This happened to me, and then you tell that person tell you what happened to them, and you just keep rehearsing this and rewinding this over and over again. When you start to get set free, when you start to get the healing you deserve, a lot of times those same people that you're bonding with in the trauma, they won't root for you, because it's a reminder to them of what they have not changed. And it also makes them have to make a decision, right? If they're going to rock with you because you're changing and because your life is changing and because your life is evolving and you're refusing to, like, I'm not paying trauma taxes anymore. I had the traumatic event happen to me. Basically, what you're doing is the event happened to you. You're traumatized by the initial event. And then you keep rehearsing it, rehashing it. And so the wound, it's like if you had a wound, right? And you keep picking at it, picking at it, picking at it, picking at it. It's never going to heal. And that's what's happening. And that to me is the tax on the trauma, meaning you're paying the price for something that you didn't deserve in the first place. And then, like I said, when you start to get the healing or start seeing ways that, I'm tired of dealing with this. I'm tired of making the trauma the star of my life. Like, I'm tired of this. You start making changes. You start making adjustments, whatever you need to do to get free from it, to be tax-free, trauma tax-free. People are not going to root for you. They are not going to root for you. Look, you have options. You have options. You definitely have options. You don't have to allow the trauma to keep you paralyzed, keep your bank account paralyzed. And like I said, but you can't worry about people disliking you. You can't worry about a thumbs down. You can't worry about, it's just like me. I'm doing these videos. Now, I purposely chose not to, nobody in my family, friends, really nobody knows that I'm doing these videos. And it's not, part of it is because I wanted to see if I can organically grow the channel without it. And then I do plan on at some point sharing the channel with everybody else. But I wanted to see if I could organically grow it. But I also realized that if I could grow it without them, then I don't need them necessarily to carry the weight of the channel. So meaning, if they decide they don't want to rock with me anymore or rock with the channel anymore, I still have people that are still, watching the videos, so forth and so on. So that's kind of why I decided to do it that way. But my thing is, once you start to overcome, you start to find your voice, you start to feel like, okay, this is my groove, this is my jam. This trauma is not going to hold me victim anymore. I'm not going to be in victim Olympics. I'm not going to be paralyzed by the situation that happened 15, 20 years ago. I'm not going to keep rehearsing. I'm not going to keep rehashing this. I'm going to tell you in advance, you're going to get haters. You're going to get people that may not like you. They may not rock with you anymore. And it's okay. It comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. You got to be prepared for that. Because when you declare, I'm not dealing with a trauma tax anymore, I can assure you there are going to be people that are going to support you. But there are going to be a lot of people that's going to drop off. Because like I said, it's easier for you to bond in the trauma than it is to bond in freedom. Because some of these people want to stay stuck. And look, that ain't your problem. That ain't your issue. You need to figure out how you can get unstuck so you don't have to continue to pay the trauma taxes. So on that final note, are you ready to stop paying the trauma tax? Like, you can't worry about what they're going to think of you. You can't. If you're ready to get set free, if you're ready to level up, if you're ready to get your money in order, get your life in order, I want you to comment free. Type free in the comments if you want to get set free. And we're going to get set free together. I thank you guys for tuning in. I don't like making these videos super long. I hope you guys got the point. Don't worry about folks disliking you. Don't worry about folks hating on you. Them people that rocked with you in the trauma, hey, pray for them and hope and pray they come to the level where you are and start to realize that this ain't a good place to be in. You don't want to keep rehearsing it over and over. You are becoming a victim of a trauma tax because you're paying the taxes on the trauma that you didn't even cause, that you didn't deserve, and now you bonding with other people and y'all just in this mess together. And when you make a decision, you want to be set free, you cannot worry about what everybody else is going to do, how they going to respond, how they going to react. You cannot worry about the dislikes. If you want to get set free, I'm going to say it one final time. I want you to comment free and, comment free, and we're going to get free together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. I'll probably come back through, I'm thinking maybe Wednesday, right before the holiday. And then I probably won't circle back around to YouTube world until next week. I hope you guys have a happy holiday. Like I said, I'll probably come through Wednesday, do one little final, wish you guys a Merry Christmas type thing. And then I will be out probably into the following week. Okay? All right. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.